com E. Lembre de se apresentar e depois começar as perguntas. Tá na live já. Beijo, tchau.
Let's go. So can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Start.
Okay.
Okay, Fabiano, we are here together. You can start if you want. Okay, it's the microphone is yours. It's up to you to start, Fabiano.
Okay. Okay. So I will start talking about myself. My name is Fabiano. I'm 46 years old. I'm married. I'm living in São Paulo, the São Paulo city. I'm a data analyst, and I'm here at this platform, the TalkTalk, since the beginning of September, almost in 1 month. So it's a nice place to practice, to talk in English. And in my free time, I like to go to the beach, go out with family and friends, and that's it. Can you talk? Can you speak, Almir?
Okay, my name is Almir. I'm 57 years old. I live in São Paulo, in the capital, São Paulo, São Paulo. I am married. I have a daughter. She's 12, and I work in the field here related to transportation, the subway. Okay, in the American English, maybe in the British English, they say underground, related to transportation. The subway company here in São Paulo belongs to the government. So I have been working for this company for such a long time. What I want to do, what I like to do in my free time, if I have time to relax anyway, I like to lay down on the floor, put my legs on the wall and relax. Just that. That's me. Okay. Mateus, can you hear us? It would
Yes,
be your
yes.
turn to say something. Okay. It's up to you now.
Okay. So, hello guys, I'm Matheus. I'm 30 years old. I'm living in Feira de Santana, Bahia. It's nearby from Salvador, like 100 kilometers. I recently married. Tomorrow I will complete 4 months marriage. Me and my wife, we don't have any kids yet. And now I'm looking for a new job. The last 5 years, I work with data, looking in the process of your operations, like planejamento, and having new operations. In my free time, I like to run. I like to ride a bike, spend time with my friends, family, my wife. I like to play board games with my friends. It's always a good time. And that's it. It's me. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. So we have some questions to answer here. I think it's about society, thoughts, and other things. I will read the first one. Is how do you personally experience time as a constant flow from past to future, or as something more subjective that depends on perception, memory, and emotion? In my opinion, I think actually I didn't think about it, but in my opinion, I think it's a type of flow. You need to the things are coming, the things you do or you did stay in the past and is related to what happened with you in the future. So I think it's important to think in future because every action that you do now will reflect on your life in the future. So I think it's a type of flow. If you, for example, if you study about a subject, if you divide this study in small steps, in the future will reflect all of your knowledge. So I think it's a type of flow, a way that you have to pursue it. And what is your opinion, Almir?
As it's a very, I wouldn't say difficult subject. It's each one has his own opinion. I would say you went to the first part. You said about flow, okay? I think it was, but I experienced time with a more subjective approach. For me, it's a more subjective approach. It's in the second part of the question. I said something about this. For me, it depends on my perception at each moment that I am living, how I am feeling at the moment. Nowadays, I have a perception that time is flying by so fast. All of a sudden we say, oh, where did the time go? So the time is going so fast. So that's the perception that I have nowadays. So it depends on how I am feeling. That's why I think more in this subjective approach, subjective way, not as a flow from past into the present, into the future. It depends on the way I am feeling at the moment. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah. And you have a daughter. I have a daughter too. The time is flying too fast because, for example, appeared that last year that my daughter completely 5 years old, but now she's 7 years old, so it's too fast. So you have a daughter, I think you have the same feeling. And what about you, Matheus?
Yeah, for me, I agree. The time is too fast. I'm 30. Oh, it's like yesterday I just my 18th and now I'm 30. But I for me I see the timing like a constant flow too from past to future. I see the grow up and the progression I made in some points of my life. Like I grow up my relationship with my wife. I see the progression in the time. For example, 3 years before we just know each other, just beginning the relationships, and now we are married. So for me, I experience the time. For most of the time, as constant flow. Probably sometimes for me is more subject, but the most of the time for me is more a constant flow. Question number 2. Can I read the answer now and we can, or you are read, Fabiano?
Can you, if you want to go ahead.
Okay. Some physicists suggest that time might be an illusion, that the past, present, and future all coexist simultaneously. How does this idea challenge your understanding of reality and human experience? I don't agree. Uh, okay, if we think about the reality, it's always present. It's always present because we can change the past, we can change the future, we can change the present, and the present change the future. And the past is the past. We can learn about the past. But for me, I see the difference because I can view the past and learn with my mistakes, learn with the history, with the history of the other people. So I can see the past and learn about that, but I can't change the past. And now I live the present. I know that I can make and I can make a lot of choices, and this choice will impact in my future when is the present. So it's a little complicated, but for me, I see the difference in the time. And you, Fabiano?
Uh, I I don't think that this coexists simultaneously. Uh, but if they are talking about, for example, the relativity theory from Einstein, it's true because, for example, if you look at the sky at night, you see the light of the stars, so you are seeing the past because the lights uh, start came from the stars uh, a lot of years ago. So uh, if you there is a movie that explains this. It's called Interstellar. It's a good movie about this about this physician rules, from Einstein for uh, relative theory. But I think if they talking about our lives at here on the Earth planet, I think it's not coexist simultaneously because you cannot change the past. You can change the future, but you cannot change the past. So uh, I I never thought about this, but uh, there is a lot of theories and studies and calculation that can explain this, but I don't understand it too much. What do you think, Almir?
Okay, that's number two.
Yeah,
That's, what a question. Anyway, for me, time is an illusion. That's my opinion. I think it's my own opinion. That I can access something that happened in the past time and give it a different ending. And I use my internal being, who I really am, not my ego, because in my opinion, we are born and we are a little kid. We start developing an ego that I am not my body, I am not my ego. Anyway, there will be more questions in the future related to that. But I think I can access the past and give it a different ending, changing something. I mean, uh, something that happened between me and another person in the past. I, with my effort, strong effort, I can go back and change it, and the person will feel it, will start to feel it. That I'm trying to ask, for instance, for forgiveness if I did something bad for someone else. I don't know. I think we have this ability. if you work profoundly and maybe develop and set your energy towards this direction, it is possible for you to access something in the past. If you have somebody that is far away from you, you don't talk more to this person, but this person will start to feel, or at least remember you and think of you. I believe in these things. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Can I read the third one? You are mute. No, I cannot hear you. Oh,
Okay, so I'm sorry. I had a problem with my. So I used to unblock to unlock my mic. I use the shortcuts on the keyboard. Sometimes it does not work, so I have to click using the mouse. It is, I don't know. Anyway, but you want me to read the number 3?
Yes.
Let me see. Number 3, when you look back at your past, do you feel it still exists in some way within you through memory or emotion, or is it completely gone once a moment passes? If I feel that past exists within myself, that's number 3. Okay. I think that our lives are like trees, a tree. Okay. So that's the way I think. The past is the root of the tree. The tree that is a root in a tree. Okay. That is inside the ground. So, but for the tree to be alive, the root is necessary. If you cut the root, the tree dies. So it's all connected, I think. We cannot forget the past because it's all connected. The past is the root. We are a tree. It's a subjectively thinking. The past is more present depending on my emotions. The past, what happened before, depends on my emotions and my memories. Depends on the way we are at the moment. So, but I always related our lives to a tree, that there is a root. You can't have the tree cannot grow if there is no root inside the ground. Okay? And it cannot give you fruits. That's my opinion.
Okay. And you, Matheus, what do you think?
For me, the past exists with me, my memory. When I remember the past, I can be happy about some things I lived with family, with friends. For example, when I remember travel I did before, and I remember what location I went, how beautiful it was, how delicious food I eat it. So this type of memory brings to me happiness, brings to me very good memories, and exist with me. And other things too, I can access my past and, oh, in this situation I live now, in the past, I lived uh, uh, equal or not equal, but I forgot the word, parecida situation before. If yes, what I can do before, what I can do now, and if I want a different result. So for me, the past exists and I can access, and it's a very good sensation. I can't change, um, except some situations like the guy said before. If in the past I discuss with a friend and now we don't talk more, okay, I can change this situation now in the present. And you, come on, guy, excuse me, let's go. We have be a friends again. But the situations in the past, I can change. I can't change, but I can remember and bring me to a lot of sensations and emotions. And you, Fabiano?
Yes, I agree with you. For example, if you, in my case, if I make a decision that can affect my life, is it's apart from me, So it's not how can I say? It's not to disappear. This not to disappear forever. So you can think about it a long time, or if you talk, as you said, if you have a discuss with someone and, change this and after, you cannot erase it from your mind. So uh, I think in this case, some something that you did or you do is belong with you a long time, uh, and can affect your emotion or your think about something. So it's it's strange to talk about this. It's difficult to think. So depend on on the situation too, and else. I think it is. So I will read the next one. Number 4. How do psychological factors such as stress, excitement, and boredom change your perception of time? Can time feel longer or shorter depending on your state of mind? Uh, for example, if you have a lot of things to do, you realize that time is running fast. So, for example, when I work, if I have 3 reports to deliver, I think 1 hour passes like 5 minutes. So, depending on the things, stress can change my perception of time. I I agree, and I think sometimes the time passed slowly. For example, one day I went to a countryside of São Paulo, a city called it's near from Barretos, Colina, the name of the city. There is nothing to do, and we stay in front of the house that I stay. Sit down and look the street, and for me the time passed about 1 hour. When I saw the watch, passed only 10 minutes. So uh, sometimes I think the time when you don't have nothing to do, the time is passes slowly. Sometimes passes faster. And what do you think, Alvin?
Yes, in some way, I agree with you. It says about psychological factors. And you mentioned stress. I think that's for sure. Psychological factors definitely impact our perception of time. When you are excited or having fun, time goes faster. I think you said something related to that. And I agree with you. On the other hand, if you are stressed, bored, time slows down. You may get anxious for a rapid solution, for the bad feeling that you are having. So I agree with you. Time goes faster when you are having fun, enjoying yourself, enjoying your life. And it takes longer when you are stressed and bored. That's my opinion. It's my time to read another question.
I
Okay.
think it's Mateus
Oh,
answered it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't I don't have no input in this question because I agree with you guys. The perceptions make the time pass more fast or slow. When I I run and I'm very tired, the time not pass. So because in my mind I don't have more energy. I am a lot of tired, but uh, I want to finish the timing and the distance, but the timing and the distance don't pass. On the other hand, when it's just the start of the run, oh, it's too fast, too fast. Therefore, I agree with you guys. Can you read, please, me the next question?
Okay, let's go. Go ahead.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay. Well, I read the next number 5. Do you think human beings could ever exist outside of time? For example, in a digital consciousness or another dimension? Or is time an inseparable part of what it means to be alive? So that's a difficult one, but that's for sure. In a digital consciousness, I don't believe that we could live in a digital consciousness. Okay, we have AI, okay, but it's separated from us. It's not part of our lives. That's my opinion, anyway. But in another dimension, I do agree. That's my belief. That's what I think. We could live outside time. For instance, time, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the process of aging. The process of aging, because there are people that age much faster than the others. So, envelhecer. So there are people that takes a long time. You look at it, you stay 5 years without seeing that person, and you go and you visit the person. The person is in the same way. The person didn't change a bit. So time, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the process of aging. That's just an example. So I believe when the question asks about the other dimension, but not about the digital consciousness. In that part, I don't agree. Okay.
Okay. I agree with you. I don't believe that is there a way to live in a digital conscience or a digital place. I don't think that this is possible. Uh, I think you can create a type of clone of you digital, but you cannot live there. So I think you can create, for example, using AI, an agent that can think is the same or similar to you, but not is not you. So I think digital is impossible. But I believe in other dimensions. Personally, I think that, for example, if you, I believe in spirits, and I think when you die, you go to another dimension. I believe in this. So in in this type of life, I think is possible. Or I believe that there's some planets on the universe that can have a type of life in other dimensions. I don't know because the universe is so big, so there is a lot of galaxies, a lot of things on the universe that maybe have some different things, different dimensions, different type of life. So I think this is possible, but digital, I agree with you, for me is impossible. What do you
I do
think,
agree
Matheus?
with you. We were talking about this last night in another meeting. It was with the Italian guy, the the host. I don't know if you know Aurelio. And yes, he has a lot of machines. He likes to look in the sky. I don't know the name, so he has a lot of things to look at the sky and see the stars. Anyway, and we were talking about this because man would be so important. Only us men here on Earth for
On a small planet,
for 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 something greater to do all that, all the
yeah.
planets and galaxies and everything, just for us to live here on Earth and even destroy everything. So, oh my God.
So for me, I believe in God, and God for me is outside of the time. For me, He creates the time and the everything. So for me, if exists, no, not if exists, live outside of the time, it's God. For me, it's that about the question number 5. I think it's my time you read the next question. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Many philosophers agree that memory and anticipation create the illusion of a continuous self-movement through time. Do you believe your identity depends on time, or could you exist without? Uh, Need to think about that. I, I think it not the depends on time, but I am submisso eu estou submisso ao tempo, ok, but I change the in my life, my identity change every day. Oh, today I can wake up more happy, and tomorrow I can wake up very sad, and Oh, no talk, please, with me now. I need to wake up 100% before start to talk with someone. So for me, I, I don't know what is really about this question. I need to think more. Can you read this question, please, Fabian?
Uh, I don't know the first part of the question too. I agree that memory and anticipation create the illusion of continuous self-moving through the time. I believe that, sure, if you, for example, as I said before, if you make a decision now, then can affect what you will be in the future. Uh, how easy is interrogated. So you can change the things now to make it different destiny. So, for example, if I go to the if I kill one person, I will go to the jail. So that's if I don't kill, I don't go to the jail. So I think in some ways this through the time is related, but I think that's not my identity depending only this. I think it's more related to the actions that you do. I think it is. I don't understand a lot about this question. What do you think, Elwin?
It's really a hard, difficult question to answer, but I don't think I am submitted to time. Time changes depending on the way I'm feeling. So it is different. Time changes. So time is submitted. It would be submitted to the way I am feeling. If I'm happy, if I'm sad. Anyway, not me. I am not submitted to time. But it sure is a very hard and difficult uh, question. I don't know. That's it. I think this one is related to the question, the one before.
Okay, can you read the next?
Okay, now we are in number 7, is it?
7, yes.
Yes.
How how do different cultures and philosophies from Eastern traditions to Western science shape our understanding of time as either cyclical or linear? Which interpretation makes more sense to you? No, that's a very difficult one. I, I, I would go along with the Eastern traditions, people who live in the Eastern side of the world. Let me put this way, like indigenous traditions. Uh, Often time they view time as cyclical, uh, with seasons, events. That's the way they see, not the way they put here, linear time. It's for them, the indigenous and the Eastern people who live in the Eastern part of the world. It's more cyclical, depends on and seasons of the year. I would go with this group from the eastern side of the world. Okay.
Okay. My case, for example, I like to read about the Eastern traditions. I like to listen to research about Chinese traditions. and Oriental traditions because I like martial arts, so is a part of on this. But I don't know if this shaped me, my understanding of timing. But for example, I like to Oriental traditions that, for example, respect to the older older people. This is so important, I think. Uh, but other traditions, like type of food that they eat, and I don't agree. So I think it's a mix from these both tradition of the world. Here we are closer than Western traditions, Western science, so it's difficult to change this. But I never thought about uh, what makes more sense to me. I think it's a mix. From outside, the Eastern traditions uh, makes more sense, but for the other side, the opposite. So I don't have a opinion about this. And you, Matheus?
Yeah, I don't think about that before. At some point of view, maybe when I see my life, I think linear. So I born, grow up, and it I will dead at some point. So I don't walk. Now I'm walk. Maybe in the end I don't walk again. Or I will walk and die walking maybe. So when I see my life, I see the the time linear. But if I see the history of the world, maybe we can see the cycle repeat itself. So I agree with the point of it's maybe a mix of that, but I don't know what interpretation makes more sense for me. Uh, but I think the time is more. If I think the history of the human, I think it's more cycle. Now is question number 8. It's your time, Fabiano. Okay.
Okay. If time travel were theoretically theoretically possible, do you think changing the past or visiting the future would you alter reality, or would you everything already be fixed in a timeless universe? Um, for example, I know that time travel is theoretically possible. There is a lot of calculations from physicians that in theory is possible, but it really is impossible to do because we don't have the technology logical to do this. We need there is a lot of theories uh, and everything. But if he has a machine that you can travel to the past, it's danger because if you change the past, you can change everything after. So, for example, if you go to, I thought one time, if I go to, for example, to change the course of our river, if I change a course of on the beginning of a river, for example, in the past, you change all the geography from the place. So uh, it's dangerous. That I think that's it's impossible to build a machine that can travel about the time, through the time. So I think it's I think if it can happen, I think there will be a type of wood or type of wood, no, or type of uh, something that you cannot change the past. So I think that it will have an energy that you cannot change. So I think it is. For example, I'm a bigger fan of Back to the Future movies. So it's I think in that way that the movie set is impossible to change. What do you think, Almi?
The question number 8,
8.
another hard one.
Yes.
But I think if you can access the past or the future, you don't alter reality. It becomes possible to change happenings, in my opinion. It becomes possible to change happenings in the past or into the future, but it doesn't mean that you will alter reality. Reality goes on and continues, but if we can access the past or the future, well, in my opinion, my own simple opinion, we can change happenings that things that happened in the past or is about to happen into the future. That's my opinion. Now I read the number 9.
It's Mateus to answer, please.
Yeah. The question number 8, remember the movie Butterfly Effect. It's a old movie, but it's about this. The guy travel the time and what he do change a lot of things. So if I can choose travel in the past or future, maybe probably I choose the past, and maybe I want to be more disciplined about a lot of things. But I know if I travel in the past and change a little thing, can be cause a lot of change in my life. If I was be more disciplined in past, for example, this attitude can change a lot of my way. So I don't know if I want this. Maybe if it's possible, because I like my life now. Of course, it's a lot of things I want did do different. A lot of things, but okay, this is what I did, and it's my mistakes, and I know a lot of with this. So for me, it's that the answer the number 8. I think maybe we have time to one more question.
Choose one.
Question number 9. So how does the awareness of time passage and the inevitability of mortality influence human motivation, creative, and the search of meaning? For me, the inevitability of mortality could create a sensation in the human. We are so small. We can change a lot of things in our life. So, like I said before, I believe in God, and I believe He is a purpose in this life, and this purpose ressoa in the eternity life. So for me, it's that about number 9. And you, Fabiano?
Uh, I think everything influences the human motivation, creativity, and the thirst for meaning. We are moved for our proposal, or we have a lot of proposal to pursue it, to do good things, or to do the things for our lives. So I think everything can influence a motivation. I don't think about a lot about this. What do you think, Almir?
You mean the question number 9?
Yeah.
For me, time does not pass, in my opinion. Time does not pass. For me, I am here right now, and I may not be tomorrow. That's my own opinion. It's real. So I just change places. That's my opinion. Because for me, I am not my body. I am not my thoughts. I am not my mind. I am not my ego. For me, I am part of a bigger energy that is inside. For instance, like I said before, I think that for me, my ego was created along the years from childhood and all the things that happened in my life on the train and the things that I learned or that was imposed to me. I created my ego, but the ego is not me, is not my real self. My self is inside of me, and I'm not my body, and I am not the one who thinks all the time. I'm not the about my thoughts, but we don't have much time to talk about this. It's a difficult subject anyway. But the mic is for Sarah is here now.
Hi guys, how was the conversation? Hard?
A little bit.
Little bit, yes.
Very viajada. Hard vocabulary and hard questions, right? Okay, we don't have any more time left, so thank you so much for understanding my situation. And I really hope you guys had the opportunity to talk. I think even if the situation happened to me, it's good because puts you guys in a position where you need to take leadership and try to talk without anyone guiding the conversation. So, às vezes, há males que vem para melhor. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. Have a good week and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Sarah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye, Cia.